We were looking at guitars, motherfucker. We have lives. We can't hear you.
Come on, you can hear me.
Now we can. We seriously couldn't hear you before that.
I like your little yellow power sign.
What's my little yellow?
Yellow power.
The yellow fist pumping.
I seriously didn't see where Recoil had said that, and I say it and then scroll down and there it is. Yellow power.
Yeah, but I got new signs. You know how I got the attack parrot? Well, my signs are ready. I've got
when
attack
are you gonna
parrot
be here?
and danger, like they have on the aircraft. Those kind of fonts made, and they're gonna go on the truck Monday.
When are you going to be here?
Oink and I managed to get together and have breakfast the other day.
Yeah, tell him thanks a lot for coming out to Gilsum. Where's he at?
I was down there in Pennsylvania.
You're gone now, right?
Yeah, we're back up here in Alaska. But they do have Wi-Fi now. They do send you fucking automatic shopping lists.
I was about to say, they do a lot of shit now, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, they were supposed to deliver it yesterday, and they never did, bastards.
You bastards. I kill you.
I kill you.
Well, if you didn't live in a foreign country, you wouldn't have these problems.
I gotta
Third world country.
Please remember the views and opinions expressed by this show or any other show on DV Radio and its guests are strictly those of said individuals and do not reflect those of the DV Radio staff nor the staff of dysfunctional veterans.
Let's get it started in here. Get this party started on a Saturday night. I'm on a highway to hell all night long. 'Cause I got friends in low places where they play that funky music, white boy. And I don't wanna miss a thing. I'll be live, yeah.
Online and on the go on your mobile device.
Listeners' discretion is advised.
This is Barracks Talk. It's DV Radio.
Google broke the toilet.
And I think I just broke my desk.
Tonight, Google is planning on taking over the world.
You can dip Brussels sprouts in chocolate to make them look like cake pops.
$15 is a little steep for a bag of dicks. It should be like $14.99.
I'm pretty easy to please.
Not even want to touch it as much as I want to.
Are you sure?
And we just went there.
Boom, 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 boom.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio. Yeah, you listen to the podcast there, young man.
You're tuned in to WDVR on dvradio.net or by searching DV Radio on the free Live 365 app on your mobile device.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio.
That is how it is right here on Barracks Talk live on WDVR, dvradio.net, where you can listen to us in America, the UK, and Canada live on the Live 365 app or podcast on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and a shit ton of other places I don't remember. Anyway, I'm Boner Wood. We've got DV6. Recoil was able to make it this weekend. And oink, how's everybody doing this fine July 13th, 2019?
Yes,
evening?
we're here.
Well, my ears are bleeding. Can you give me a test sound there? I'm not sure if I can. I hear ringing.
I just don't want to use up all my internet all at once. Right before we go up, we just had an hour-long pre-show, and then as the intros are rolling, here comes a message to me.
Well, the way you said it earlier, it sounded like you were going to go live, and then I didn't see you go live, and I was like, okay, maybe he didn't understand what we were saying earlier.
Oh, you thought I was going? I didn't say I was going live.
Yes,
that was last week.
You asked tonight. You were like, "Is it okay if I go live?" And I was like, "Not right now." I said, "Not right now," because it was like
I didn't say that at all tonight.
Yes, you did. I'll play it back later.
Lose your mind.
I'll play it back later.
Oh, play it back, please.
Later after the show because it's recording right now.
excuses. Anyhow, how's everybody doing up there in oil-rich Alaska?
Well, hey, it's actually finally cooled off, so a lot better than the last couple weeks.
Sarah Palin miss you while you were gone?
I highly doubt that. I don't even think she's up here anymore. She's probably down there doing some kind of book deal or something else somewhere. Who knows?
Who, your wife? You left her?
Well, if my wife was Sarah Palin, hey, I'm doing all right, I guess. I don't know.
Ouch.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Oink.
It's okay. She's upstairs.
Oh.
No.
If anybody hears any sizzling going on in the background, it's Oink.
It's Oink.
Or a big old frying pan to the head. Big old dong, yeah. You know what happened.
Oh, man. Who else haven't we heard from yet?
Recoil.
I'm fantastic.
I didn't know if you could hear me or not where I whispered.
Life is a bowl of cherries.
All right, well, another exciting evening with your folks from DV. Oh, God, I just looked at the closed group. There's another reported content. Oh, here we fucking go.
So now we got fucking pussies in the closed group, too?
Well, sometimes they're alerting me to somebody that doesn't belong in there, not necessarily. Yeah, so that, yep, this one here. So what I do, so I look for the same people reporting shit, and then I throw them out of the group.
Nice.
So this one, so the latest now, this female reported the meme, the only thing flatter than the earth is an anti-vax child's EKG. She reported it.
She flagged that for too hilarious or what?
Members reported this content because it might be inappropriate.
Oh boy.
If that's inappropriate, you're in the wrong group.
Guess what I'm going to do? Now
Bye-bye.
I know which ones I'm going to start posting anti-vax ones and let her report.
So when people report in a closed group, it reports to you?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
So you're now the new Zuckerberg, huh?
Well, I mean, if you're a bitch and you're reporting our shit, bye-bye.
You're going to come into our group and report shit to us.
They don't understand how this closed group shit works. Now, obviously, if it's a thing that their algorithms already know about, it'll just show up as Facebook group was removed it, not that somebody reported it. So if they report something and Facebook looks at it, a lot of times I haven't seen that. If it's something that can be banned, I don't even know if I get it or not. I know probably not, because people are telling me, my shit got banned. What'd you post? Oh, the thing with all those tits. Yeah. The double penetration for dummies. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Nice job, bud. But yeah, it's not going to stick around.
Double penetration for dummies. Oh my god! Like everybody just looked over that completely, but me.
DP4D.
DP for D. Oh, okay. We need to make some fucking ads.
Well, I'm looking. She's got a whole bunch of kids, and I'm wondering if she isn't anti-vaxxer.
She's probably a helicopter mom.
Yeah.
Probably have smallpox.
I was gonna say after that. Too bad. Mine's the length of my thumb. Helicopter.
Got one
mom.
kid with leprosy, one with smallpox.
The dark plague is amongst us.
Holy shit is it kills other people's kids.
So, delete post and mute the person who posted the thing that she's reporting. Or, let's vote on this. Delete post and remove the guy she reported. Delete post and block the guy. Nope, I have to go, I gotta type keep, and I gotta go find her in the membership and remove her. So.
Too bad you can't just mute her and make her think that Facebook is fucking up on her.
Yeah. So, or it gives me options too. Like if I go, all right, let's go to the DB group. So I can go to members and restrict them from posting. You want to fuck with people?
Do that to her. Do that to her instead of removing her right away. Do that.
Well, then I got to remember who it was. I got to write it down.
Well, that's what you should do. You should do that on their first offense. Mute everybody that does that on their first offense. After that,
no, it's not worth taking it because it's like if they do it, you know what? You got your one shot. You report. You didn't just. You really reported something? No. All right. Now, how do you search?
I should have tried that when I was in the Army. I'm sorry. I'm a conscientious anti-vaxxer. Like when they want to stick 50 fucking needles in your arm at all at once.
All right, here are my options. Make admin, make moderator, remove from group, or mute member. I'm going to remove from group. Then I got to write her name down because if she reapplies. Oh, block. There you go. All right. I delete all of her posts from the last 7 days. Check. Delete comments from the last.
Before you delete them?
Delete comments from her last 7 days. Check.
What'd you
Delete
say, Recoil?
her stories. Check. Wreck her credit and report her. Decline any sexual advances from any other members from her. Yeah, check.
Male or female.
And block.
Or binary.
Or binary.
Confirm. Then what they'll do is they'll message my DVC. What are you fucking...
That's when you go, I don't know what's going on. It must be on your end. Is your internet connected?
I'll be like, I don't know. Call the office and ask for Jared.
All right. Not the subway perv either. Well, they're both pervs. Never mind.
Oh my God, we went too far.
So here's what's going on, everybody. Hold on, real quick. I need where is the other sheet? Oh, come on. Here it is. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
3. Okay. Hi, are you a male age 18 or older? Do you want to be a bigger, better man? Is your tool too small? You need a truck, fucker. You probably can't afford one because of your drinking problem and child support. Well, today's your lucky day, guys. DV is giving away a free Ford F-150. And just like you, every day after 9, it's loaded with 4-wheel drive and extended cab. Want to win the free Ford F-150? Enter at mydvstore.com. That's mydvstore.com. Click on the big truck. Enter to win. You get the DV truckload of gear package. It includes 1 free entry into the truck contest. You get 4 DV shirts, a coffee mug, travel mug, the travel mug, batteries included, stickers, parking cards, and maybe, if you're lucky, a penis on your package.
See, I'm the asshole that would say exactly what the die-cast truck was and take a picture of it and make it look all spiffy and nice and $30,000-$40,000 worth. And then when they actually won it and it showed up at their house, they would fucking hate me.
We can do that one day. We can be like Duffelblog. We can have all kinds of fucking contests. And for suckers that don't know, like, you win this airplane, you know?
Win this genuine U.S. Army howitzer.
Well,
Yep.
Recoil and Oink know my Photoshop skills, so I can make anything look really fucking good. There's just some shit I don't care to take 10 hours on. Like Patreon. I still can't believe I spelled Patreon, Patreon. And nobody that read it even noticed.
Were you drunk?
I was high or drunk or fucking blasted one. I don't know which one it was. I might have got finished watching 2 Girls, 1 Cup or something.
Speaking of 2 Girls, 1 Cup, we filled that last bed the other day here. We're full again. And we'll have another bed open next month. So I'm just saying that because everything that, like, from DV Radio, the great work that Bo does, and when Recoil shows up, what he does, and when Oink's here, and everybody, and everything in the whole DV thing is allowing us to help these 5 bets here. So I can't thank you enough. So
Yeah, and what's awesome is every time Six says that there's another bed open, that means that there's another person that is back into integrating into society in a productive manner.
Oh my God, this last group that just left here, it's like we haven't had a bed. It's sad. I can say this. I'm not gonna say his name, but I kicked one out. Had him here for over a year and a half. He still has a good shot at being productive, but there's only so much you can take with the, when you're using, you get, most places, they give you an hour to pack your shit. He got an extra break, another break months later. And then I caught him lying. So yeah, but he'll be fine. He's actually got public housing and all that other stuff. But for the other three that left, one went straight into his own apartment. Another one is going to a traditional program. Think of our program as, it's a triage. It's like to get your strength back up to handle a traditional program or a halfway house where you're going to be exposed to this shit on the street. But, people are getting a college degree here. Holy fuck. When did you find time to do that? Saving up money to buy vehicles when they leave here. That's a new policy that we've implemented. The last two residents that left here, I've started this new thing. If you get within 90, when you're 6 months out, we know you're ready to transition out. That, 90 days prior to you leaving, if you have the means to, you can bring a vehicle here or buy a vehicle, to help you search for where you're going to live or whatever. No POVs are allowed. I've never seen that in another program. So yeah, I've seen that. We were looking, me and the farm manager were looking out, and I was like, look out there. He's like, what? I said, there's two brand new vehicles out there. They belong to our residents. They bought it with the money they saved while they were here. I mean, holy fuck. They did good. So, but I forgot. Listen, this is why I'm beat. And that's why I haven't talked to you, Bo, all week or 2 weeks. When you're getting new people in here, it's intensive. It's a lot of work when they first get here. They're a mess.
Yeah, I know.
It's time consuming. You've seen me in meetings and counseling sessions here. Holy crap,
Yeah.
Fresh off the streets, and they're dealing with a lot of mental shit.
It's red phase.
It really is.
Training.
It really fucking is. Like, people don't understand that a lot of times DV6 has to go pick these people up, from the airport or what have you. And most of the time they're 3-4 hours out, 6?
Out of the hospital?
No, from the airport when you go pick these people up. And, he'll get up at fucking before the ass crack of dawn, go out.
3 o'clock in the morning for that last one.
Right. And he'll go get them. Then on his way there, hey, 6, can you stop by the office today? Well, yeah, in 10 hours. And then another call and another call. He's working the pages. He's going to pick up vets for the farm. Then he's got to work the farm. I mean, he's literally doing the job of 8-10 people.
Yeah, that's what it's been like the last 5 nights. It's for 2 hours, I jump on the backhoe. I'm trying to make more parking. I'm moving these humongous fucking boulders that Andy, the farm manager, planted last spring over by the pond. And I'm always hitting them with the truck when I go around the corner. So I'm picking them up with the big backhoe and I'm moving those. This morning I was out there chainsawing with them. The 2 new guys they're in great shape. They're combat vets, young guys. So they're eager to work. So I'm like, all right, we'll go out and work for a couple. Within fucking minutes, I'm just dripping, old guy sweat. I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, but you just got here. I'm not going to get, I don't care if you tell me you're a rocket scientist. You ain't touching the chainsaw. So meanwhile, I'm out there cutting up my leg and dropping it and digging it in the dirt and just jumping on the backhoe. But yeah, it'll settle down. But I got a lot of these guys got a lot of promise. So, it's work. And the horses, holy fuck, getting the ones that have been here a while. We got we're still trying to figure out the daily routine. Google is out there shoveling shit. She tried getting the vets integrated in that, but because the feeding schedule you never know what time they're going to be done eating. I can't, like, everything runs on a schedule here. So when I was running the other barn, it was like I got up at 7, I fed the horses from 7 to 7:30 and then turned them out to the pasture. Here, you don't know if they're going to turn out at 8. But the one thing the vets do every day is they help walk the horses. Like, we get them out of the little corrals we got and we take them out on the dirt road, Whitney Stage. And we walk them up and down. We take them up to the main road. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And it's pretty cool for the vets. They're learning how to bathe the horses too. Yeah. When they're not sneaking out in the middle of the night. Not the vets, the horses. Holy fuck. You guys, did she tell you about last weekend?
Yes. The fits getting through the...
About this. For those who are just tuning in tonight because it's your first time listening to DV Radio on WTVR, one of the horses in the middle of the night figured out how to unlock his stall door and slide it open. I got up at 5 in the morning. I'm like, oh, the vets turned out the horses early. Wait a second, there's only one horse out there. Wait a second, they're not supposed to do that. Well, wait a second, there's no vets out there. So I walk out there and it's just one horse out in the pasture.
The renegade horse.
And the damn bird. Holy crap, man. She is one ball. Huey? That fucking bird. I'll tell you. I have new signs being made because everybody's giving me a hard time about my redneck riding on my truck.
That's what makes it unique.
Say again?
That's what makes it unique.
Yeah. Well, I have professional graphics being made for the doors to replace that. And they're modeled on the ones that you see on aircraft with the red arrows, and it says danger. So,
right into the danger zone.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, Goose. What's up, dog?
Hey, so September 20th, who's coming with me to Area 51?
Well, I hope there's a live feed because some of us are disabled.
Forgot you're crippled. That's funny.
Right. What's that guy doing the low
crippled? No, that's not funny. I mean, speaking of not funny.
Oh my God.
I know my time's almost up, but listen, I met with the staff of the VA the other day.
Oh God.
I guess they got a new crew and they didn't know about the farm. So I'm up there meeting with a caseworker and a med resident and a psych doctor. And so tell us about your program. So we're having I thought, a productive conversation. I'm using my big words, not using any profanity, but they were failing to grasp what I was saying. Can you feel me, family? Can you feel me, fam? So I sat there and I said, look, I don't know how else to tell you this. I was like, look, we're not your traditional fucking rehab. I didn't say fucking. I said, we're not your traditional rehab. I said, I don't have unlimited staff. I flipped this whole rehab thing on its head. They come there, they prove themselves, they earn the trust. It's like, basically, what can I tell you? We give them the rope. They want to wrap around their neck and fucking hang themselves. The lady fucking, her eyes went big. Boom! That's inappropriate. Yeah, well, I don't know what else to tell you. It's the truth. If they want to fucking kill themselves, fucking, whatever. It's like, if they want to prove that, they're only here for fuck games and goodbye. Well, I'm talking about the rope thing. What? It's a figure of speech, I've been saying that. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, their eyes went bing. It's just like, but you know what I mean, right? It's like, I'll give you the trust.
Yeah, I've heard the saying many times. Give somebody enough rope to hang themselves. It doesn't mean literally commit suicide.
You can either use it as a tool or wrap it around your neck.
Yeah, it's the same as allowing somebody to shoot themselves in the foot. It's like,
I mean, I'm not talking about this is clearly different than letting people make mistakes so they can learn from it, which I do. I purposely ignore stuff so that they fuck it up big, nothing that's going to get them hurt or anything, but let them try it their way. And then, come in and say, this is why I told you we do it this way.
Yeah, you make them learn their lesson in a way that's not going to put them in harm's way.
And then I'm also mentoring. I mean, if you ask Andy this or Martha, they'll probably deny it, but I'm mentoring them too. Martha was never an NCO. and Andy was an E4, but he had a couple people, but he's not good at, like, you know, unless he's on his volunteer fire, you know, when he's on a fire or a job like that, he's not good at the whole, you know, the meeting stuff. His idea of when he shows up is he just sits here having his coffee, checking the internet, and then he calls him on the radio, goes, all right, meet me out in the field, bring your tools and your fucking gloves. Why? They know what's going on.
You actually have to be near the microphone so people can hear you go. Arr, 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 arr.
Yeah, well, if you watch the bird, I've got to get WD-40 on her wing. If you listen to her when she does those dive bombs on me, her wing is squeaking again. It drives me nuts.
Have you spoke the Tin Man to get you a new supply?
No. Does he have wing juice?
I'm sure.
I know he's
does
got
somewhere.
nut juice.
Oh my God! Fucking! If you guys looked at host chat, you would see, like,
the one in Zoom or in radio.
Radio.
What the hell is this? What the hell? Who is that?
That's your friendly neighborhood recoil.
Somebody put on the post I did this morning about one man's cougar is another man's grandmother, and that was somebody's reply to it.
One man's cougar is another man's grandmother. I'm putting that up in the closed group.
I guarantee you somebody just glanced at it and goes, oh, and they click on it and load it. Oh! It's one of those, oh! Holy shit.
All right, so it's one man's cougar. Whoops. Is another man's grandma.
Just so everybody understands that's listening to Barracks Talk on DVRadio.net, we have to be quiet and silent while DV6 types, or he will fucking haul
I'm
up.
done.
Oh,
one man's cougar is another man's grandma. Oh, that is just wrong. Man, you know, I keep asking what the LGBTQ stands for, and I can never get a straight answer.
I know it's late, but
wait a second, hold on. One other PSA. Storm Area 51, you know these people, no matter what, the whole thing is going to provide memes, no matter what. If everyone chickens out and doesn't go, we get memes. If everyone gets shot, guess what? We get memes. If it's successful, we find out a bunch of stuff, right? Memes. We get memes. We get memes no matter what, so we're going to win either way. One man's grandmother. Hey. Now there's a meme about that. Vice President Pence and Barrett, that from the cartoon show. Vice President Pence and Barron Trump helped direct mortar fire from atop Area 51 fence. This card, I'll drop it in radio chat.
So apparently the reason Marquis Davis isn't on tonight is because his kids are out trying to get some more merchandise for their new home.
They're shoplifting?
Hey, I didn't say that. Those words did not come out of my mouth. Google will be on hopefully in time for her news. She apparently had other chores to do. She has to pick up DD6's slack or something because he's a man and she's married to him. I don't know. That was her words.
I cook. She does the fucking dishes.
We do need to go to break. We have a 2-minute ad from Live 365, or no, a 60-second ad from Live 365, and we'll be back on the other side of the break. We don't have our guest with us yet. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it tonight, but we'll let you know on the other side of the break about all that. You're tuned into Barracks Talk right here on DVRadio.net.
DV Radio.
And the next episode of Media Litter Sandwich.
So this episode, we've been talking about movies that might not be able to get made today. People don't get along like they used to. Like, I feel like there's a lot more social interaction today, especially through social media. Because let's face it, even before social media, you don't just go up and greet everyone in the streets. Sober, at least. Sober. You don't go up and greet everyone in the streets.
DV Radio is a place where veterans can be veterans live on pre-recorded shows and via podcast free of charge for listeners. Although the laughs and music are free for you, it does cost us. Help ensure that veterans' voices are heard uncensored by sponsoring DV Radio. Check out DV Radio LLC at patreon.com/DVRadio or by clicking on the Patreon button at dvradio.net. Find out more about sponsoring an individual program by emailing info@dvradio.net. Help ensure that veterans' voices continue to be heard.
You're listening to WDVR, only on dvradio.net.
You are listening to WDVR on dvradio.net, where you can listen to us in the United States of America, Canada, and the United Kingdom on Live 365's player, on your mobile device, or on your computer. But if you're outside of any of those countries, then you're listening to us on podcast, because their licensing does not stretch that far right now, because that's very fucking expensive. This is Barracks Talk. I'm Boner Wood. We still have Oink, Recoil, and I believe DV6 is there. He didn't mute his mic during the break, so we called him out on it.
I admitted it was me.
Oh, man. So how was everybody's week this week? Oink, you want to
It was
start?
great!
Well, since DV6
And Bo's deaf.
Right? Fucking hell. I wish he could see my end when he does that shit. Like, everything on my end just peaks. Like, it don't even register on some of this shit. Seriously, Oink, how was your week?
Well, I got back Monday from flying all day. Took Tuesday off, which was a good thing. So I go to one of our local little hardware stores and pick out a new fridge because that decided to take a shit on me right before fucking leaving on vacation. And, yeah, they were supposed to deliver it yesterday, and of course it never showed. So, fuck you, delivery companies. I hate you.
Yeah, I know about those no-shows. I had somebody that was in Pennsylvania that was supposed to, was supposed to show up at the farm.
That bastard, I know, right? You have to kick him in his junk next time you see him.
Worthless pigs, man. Worthless pigs. That's what they are.
But other than that, it was only a 2-day work week. Worked Tuesday and Wednesday. Friday was my RDO. And, so I, worked back into the week nice and easy.
Nice. It sounds like you've had a nice, laid-back, easygoing week.
'Twasn't too bad.
Good. Well, DV6, you've already told us about your week, so we'll go to Recoil. Recoil, how was your week?
My week was good. I actually took some time off for the first time in a hell of a long time. I actually got to meet Oink and the family for breakfast the other day, and then went back into work Thursday and Friday, and here I am with a day off all of a sudden.
I thought you were going to say I finally got to meet my wife for the first time in 2 months.
Right? Yeah, she was pretty happy about that, I'm sure.
It's good.
For about the first 5 minutes, then she was sick of me.
Isn't that how it always goes?
She's like, how the hell can Enrique and Alejandro come over if you're here?
Damn pool boys.
That pool boy and Adam Gardner, I tell you what.
I was going to say, is that pool boys or is that the gardeners? So, I asked in chat on dbradio.net/chat if there was any topics, non-news or non-politically related, that any of the listeners wanted us to talk about, and Amazon asked us about how we choose guests. It's sort of not that easy to answer because it's a very broad question.
How we choose guests?
Yeah, how do we choose guests?
Well, first off, we have to find people that are dumb enough to come on the show.
Right.
I mean, people that don't know, or
Yeah. So some of our guests have no clue what the fuck DV Radio is, so we have to explain to them, hey, this is what DV Radio is, this is what we do, and stuff like that. And they sometimes are happy and ecstatic about coming on. Most of the time, they're just like, okay, we'll do it because, yeah, we have nothing else better to do with our lives but to sit and talk for 10 minutes. But most of the time, myself, Recoil, Oink, DV6, or Google, Marquee, or someone else on the volunteer staff will come across someone in the news on Facebook, someone they met near their home or just out and about at an event or whatever. And most of the time they are veteran-owned businesses or nonprofits, organizations that help veterans, stuff like that. And they'll be like, hey, you should hit up DV Radio at info@dvradio.net. Or they'll send me their contact information because they may not be able to do it because of their scheduling or whatever. And that's why I have Oink now, so he can do all that good stuff for me. And a lot of times we try to get the ones that are either, if it's an organization or nonprofit, the ones that are actually trying to do something that isn't being done already, that's not regurgitated. Sometimes we do have those that are doing something that sounds regurgitated, that we have a ton of, but in the long run, their 5-year outlook plan or whatever is actually something new, something that is needed in the veteran and military world. The veteran-owned businesses, those are your mom and pop shops 9 times out of 10. Most of them aren't even brick and mortar. Half of them are using an online store that they bought from Shopify or using Big Cartel for free, and they're only selling 4 or 5 things at a time, or they're selling them on, Recoil on Facebook. What's that retail thing? The marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace. Yeah.
Right.
Well, a lot of times the guests that end up becoming our friends and even our supporters with like Ubora coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it doesn't come down to specifics, honestly. We do want to help the small business owners that are veterans. That's our number one thing. Or are still active in the military. And then your nonprofits and organizations, obviously we want to help those, especially if they have a small footprint. No, we're not fucking big by any means. We're not the Joe Rogan Experience. We don't reach 5 million fucking people per podcast, but we do reach a certain amount of individuals in this community. And look at Objective Zero. They got their Kickstarter up and they were on our show, and they their own Android and iTunes or the iOS, and they're working with the VA. I mean, they've won multiple awards. They're fucking amazing. Dog Tag Brewing, they've been on Art Point Brewing. There's been a few that were small, came on, and then they went to Fox and Friends and stuff like that. Not that we helped that, just saying they came here, then someone heard because they're a family member, whatever. But specifically, usually veterans, active military with businesses and nonprofit organizations. Sometimes we have civilians. There's, I think, a civilian that we're looking at right now that has a nonprofit organization. I can't remember if she's civilian, but her father was Vietnam era for sure. But
or even Joel. Joel last week was civilian, and Canadian at that.
Right. He's a Canuck. Hope you're listening, Joel. I just called you a Canuck. What you gonna do about it?
It's awesome when we see like Objective Zero and some of these people that are like just trying to get a start, and the fact that we're actually able to help them in any way, and then to see them move on and do so well, it's just awesome, because I mean that's why we're here. We're here for our brothers and sisters. We're here to be hopefully some type of an escape for a short period of time and some type of connection back to the brotherhood and sisterhood that we had in the military, but also at the same time to help promote other groups, organizations, and veteran-owned businesses and help our own community.
Yeah. One person I've been talking about that's going to come on after her schedule deems appropriate because she's having to work around her schedule is Betsy Ross and Sailor Jerry. Both of them have extremely fucked up schedules, just like we all here do, but they're wanting to come on because, one, Betsy Ross is a phenomenal author. I don't care what she says. She's self-publishing. Her Fight series is fucking amazing. Go check it out. Smile.amazon.com, Big DV Farm, go trade your choice, and check out the Fight series. She's got Fight and, hold on a second, I got them right here beside me. The first book is Fight, and the second one is Fight 2 to Fight Again. She's also working on part 3, and I think she's even going to make a part 4. They're like 100 pages. They're easy to read. You can read them one paragraph, one sentence, one fucking word at a time. They're that fucking easy. And they are not your typical stories that you read with PTSD, MST, depression, anxiety, addiction, and stuff when you get out of the military. This is the hard truth. This is the shit that people are afraid to talk about. The suicide, the everything, the triggers. people that don't want to talk about it are afraid to read these books, but at the same time, we need to get that shit out. And I'm so thankful and grateful that she wrote these. She's working on getting on here. I was actually DMing her on Twitter while we were doing the show at the beginning. We were trying to work out to schedule her time. Sailor Jerry, she was going to try to be on this month, but she couldn't because her schedule is all fucked up. But we work with people's schedules. Hard Luck Auto, is that what the page is, Oink?
Yes.
Hard Luck
Automotive Services.
Yes, Adam Eli. He's a veteran, combat veteran. On top of that, this guy is fucking amazing. Since 2017, if you can buy the parts for your vehicle, he will fix your car for free. How fucking amazing is that? They just had their grand opening today. That's why he's not on right now. I'm going to assume, yes, make an ass out of you and me. But this guy is fucking phenomenal. I've seen his story, was it 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, something like that, you guys?
Yeah, it was close to that, because I believe the first time he mentioned it to me, I was still there in Pennsylvania, so...
Right.
Probably 2 weeks, a week ago, at least.
Right, he was on the micro, is it Giving Back? Is that what it is? That he does for veterans and stuff, micro.
I think so. Sounds familiar, yeah.
If you know,
there's so many different pages out there.
Yeah.
And stuff
So
that's going on.
Mike Rowe has this episodic series on Facebook. It's about veterans and giving back and stuff like that. And he goes to the veteran businesses and he helps them to make, he provides them with buildings and stuff that are essential to their business. And he done this with Hard Luck Auto. I think they're in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Like I said, they had their grand opening today. I shared their video. It's like a 30-second video on DV Radio as well as Veteran Humor. If you guys want to go check it out, go check out his Facebook page. It's Hard Luck Auto 405 is the actual Facebook URL. But yeah, he was supposed to be on tonight. Unfortunately, he couldn't be. Like I said, he had the grand opening. But those are the people we look for. We look for the small guy. You know what Facebook is supposed to do? Help the small guy? That's what we fucking actually do. We don't ask for anything in return. Ubora, I didn't expect them to want to work with us, but they were like, fuck yeah. Yeah, dude, let's do this.
It's okay if I laugh, right?
Yeah. You can laugh this time.
I mean, 'cause my mic's unmuted.
Okay, you can laugh, Sex.
But I just don't want to make anybody else mad because there was a certain veteran celebrity that was mad at us this week again because of our name.
No, not just the name. Not just the name.
Oh, but you know more about it. You must have read more. I only saw the text.
It's the same regurgitated bullshit.
Cheerios.
It's the same regurgitated bullshit. Leave me alone stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But
don't you dare laugh at yourself because you're making fun of me too.
Right.
Right.
But I hope that answers your question, Amazon. If there's people that you guys know or that you're in touch with, whether it's a veteran-owned business, an individual, a nonprofit, an organization that helps veterans and their family members or even active duty, reach out to them if you're able to. If not, send us an email, oink@dvradio.net first, please.
Flood my inbox, baby. Flood it.
Right. That's Oscar, India, November, Kilo @dvradio.net. Send him, URLs, Facebook, website, stuff like that, a little bit about what and who that organization or person is, and tell them, you thought they might be a good fit to come on Barracks Talk or any of our shows that we have here. It's that simple.
Good job.
Yeah. So, if you have any more questions there, Amazon, if we didn't.
Yeah, are you talking to like the Amazon that ships stuff?
No, it's if you were in chat on dvradio.net/chat, you would know, Six.
Oh, you're in the chat. Okay. No, I'm just trying to keep up. Us hoping. Do you know Google is 37 now?
What?
In a row?
Yeah, I'm like, I thought you were 35.
Wrong
And
movie.
she goes, no, I'm 37. And she's looking at me like, why does it matter? I'm like, and it's like, you know how you make those jokes? Yeah, it's funny in your head. Then when you actually say it out loud, it's like divorce papers come out and shit.
But you're 37, time to sharpen the shovel.
I mean, it's like, it just seems like yesterday you were young. That was wrong. But then it was like, I'm like, you're going to be 40 soon. That didn't help. And I was like, my God, everybody's getting fucking, and then she goes, well, you're 53. And I says, yeah, well, at least I'm not your age. Yeah, I'm younger. Right, whatever, but at least I'm not your age. Like, that works. It's like, makes sense to me. Oh, God. But it's like, it's going to come to a point. I was telling her daughter, going, like, the only reason this relationship works is because these young ones can keep up with me. That didn't go over well. No.
Well, we went down that rabbit hole.
Well, yeah. So ask her about that when she comes on.
Amazon said, I'm Amazon because I'm really tall and well equipped.
I don't want to know which way they swing.
I don't even know if it's a male or female, and at this point, I don't want to know either because that's way too much fucking
Even those
information.
Amazon females, boy, they get their legs around you. You better be nice.
Have you seen Wonder Woman?
Okay.
Oh God, I gotta mute out.
Yeah, he didn't mute.
I didn't want to cough in the mic. Oh my God. Okay. DV6 can actually fart, and you will actually hear it on the mic, which he has done during the show.
Oh, speaking of the bird, she's figured out how to sneak into the grocery store when I go in there.
Yeah, we totally was talking about the bird.
Oh, hold on. And when I stop at there's two places she can't go in. The one gas station I stop at that's halfway between the farm and the VA. It's the only gas station I know. It's, oh no birds. You're a fucking gas station. I take this bird into restaurants and nobody gives me a hard time. So I leave her on the truck. Well, they got big plate glass windows at this gas station. And I'm in the back filling my coffee jug up, and I see Huey launch from the truck. She tried getting in when people open the door, and they shut the door fast, so she does a U-turn, goes back to the truck. New one. Now she's got a new technique. She waits until somebody's about to go in, launches from the truck, and lands on their back and tries to sneak in that way. I watched this dude in a work uniform fucking stop, turn around, and walk back to the truck out at the pumps, lean in like I do. I guess he's seen me do it. Lean into the mirror, and she walked back up onto the mirror. Oh, my God. I'm just sitting inside drinking my coffee, laughing at the shit show going on out there. Fucking smart. I just in there one way.
So, with our new system, we can see where everybody's at in the world. I just want to give a shout out to everybody from California to Louisiana to Guam and on the East Coast in Tennessee and North Carolina and all up and down that fucking place. God,
what about a shout out to the people that are getting banged by that storm down Louisiana and Mississippi?
Oh, that one. There's like 4 storms going on, so I didn't know which one you were talking about.
Okay, that one.
Well, I haven't heard any updates today, so I didn't know if it was actually hit the shoreline.
Now's the time to bring your narco subs in. The Coast Guard isn't out there.
Man, the Coast Guard does one thing and they go viral. Like, what the fuck? They're so, oh man, look at that. Oh, they're on a submarine.
That dude's famous now.
Yeah. I heard he was almost a Navy SEAL.
Now watch, you'll find out he'll get chaptered out for drugs.
That, or everybody and their fucking mom is going to say, that was me. I was there.
Yeah, at the bar. Yeah.
When he gets on the submarine and starts banging on the fucking hatch, I'm like, do you really think they're hearing you bang on that fucking hatch, guy? Really?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they heard him. If he had a wrench or something, yeah.
No, that was his fist. That was his fist. Straight up fist.
Oh, I'm sure it's just a 3-man little rinky-dink thing, but
it wasn't like a nuclear sub.
I know, but still,
they can't even die.
All that fucking sound going on, and he's like, "Erg, I'm going to pound on this hatch, and that's what's going to get them out." Erg. Like, we're not raiding a fucking apartment building, guy.
I've had sub sandwiches bigger than that thing.
Right?
But you haven't had as much cocaine as it was on that sub.
I'm going to say probably not, yeah.
One of the best quotes from that fucking video is when they were getting ready to get up alongside of the sub, and the boat bounces off of it, and he goes, "Oh, this is going to be fun." I was like, oh my god. He may not have said exactly those words, but it was something along those lines. Oh, fuck.
No, thank you. We got the Rutgers kids from the college coming out again this winter to do their week-long stay.
You said Wreckers. You might want to make sure you say the correct word.
Rutgers.
Rutgers, not Wreckers. Rutgers.
The same thing. Rutgers.
No joke. Those kids that were there last year were awesome.
Yeah, I know they don't listen to DV radio, so I can just say this now. But the one, don't know if it's a man or a girl, whatever. But all I focus in on was that last name. Going, my God, if they ever join the military, the last name of the head person, student.
Yep.
You ready? Yep. Twaddle.
I swear to God. Six has me on Skype, because that's when we were using Skype back in the day. Those were the good old days. And we're doing what was like a round fucking circle, round robin circle where everybody introduces
themselves. I brought you in on the one where I had them all up in the bed house.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting on the floor and the couches and all that. Yeah.
When that name came up, I had to mute out and turn my laptop so nobody could see me laugh.
So it is the same one from last year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a girl. She's not bad looking. You know, she could probably keep up with me. But
I really hope
when
Google
I mean that, I don't mean
sex
wise. You know, I'm talking about
you know
energy.
What? You know what? Of all the fucking podcasts Google's going to listen to, it's going to be this one. Holy shit!
Right.
Twaddle.
And the title is DV6's famous last word.
And he twaddled away. Twaddle.
Twaddle.
How bad is it? People helping us out. We're making fun of them.
She twiddle twaddle.
Yeah, we're vets.
You'd be like, man, did that duck just twaddle on by?
Oh my God, I can do that when they get here. Well, have you ever seen a duck twaddle like that?
Listen,
oh my God, that duck's twaddling hard.
Wait, he twiddled twaddle but never came in.
Hey, and when I'm yelling at the guy, stop twiddle twaddling around.
Fucking Christ. I'm so glad the SEC can't regulate the internet right now.
Hey, Six. Yeah, I need to go to the VA. Why? I think my twaddle's infected.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, I just got an email alert. Hold on. It's from Rutgers. Oh, no, it was from this morning. Never mind. Good morning, since you're already in contact with blah, blah, blah. Okay, never mind. That was scary for a second.
Oh, my God.
Fucking emailing you already.
Ooh.
You've heard it being zonked, but have you ever been twaddled? Outside now, I'm going to twaddle your ass. Okay. I'm all twaddled out.
Right, quit twaddling around.
But can you imagine? It's like when you're at the MEPS and you see the names. You know, if you are listening and you ever worked at MEPS, you know some people just ain't gonna make it because of their last name, or they better be one tough motherfucker.
Right.
Private Piddle Paddle. What?
Piddle Paddle.
Oh, one guy almost killed himself. His name was Doodah, and he was having an okay time. You know, he made it through basic, and people always were doing the Doodah. But back when I was in the 80s and 90s, this word was really derogatory. You never wanted to be called that, soldier. But we were out in formation, and the first sergeant was going through the ranks. He said, Private Doodah, just for short. You know what your name is backwards? Nobody ever. A dud. Ha! Your name, you're a dud. And everybody just started calling him a dud from then on out, and he lived up to it. And he got chapters. Yep.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo. That's all I was thinking about when you said that.
Oh my, what a twaddly day. Alright, I've all twaddled.
Well, we ran that.
I'm gonna get up early in the morning to go catch the fucking fox. He's killing my birds.
You got a hound?
No, I got a raw chicken leg thigh in the fridge. I'm gonna go bait a big trap.
So you can't make the rated R version of Disney's Fox and the Hound. Okay. That's a sad face.
If I get a chance, I'd rather shoot the fucker, but every time I get alerted, by the time the alert comes on the radio and I grab my weapon and I'm out there, he's gone.
Well, just give that rogue horse of yours a shiv. He'll take care of it.
I can see him now.
Nah, this horse is from the good side of town. He's like sheltered life. He's not
Out and stick a fox at 3 o'clock in the morning.
This is the kind of horse that prances when he walks.
One of the new guys kind of noticed that, boy, the dogs really like that duck shit. Like, yeah, if you see him eating it, do me a favor, stop him. I mean, he's a puppy and they think it's good stuff. But duck shit is kind of, looks tasty and they love it. Don't ask me why. Huh?
What'd you say, Rico?
Duck nuggets.
Duck nuggets.
What was that other nugget that you were talking about not too long ago there, Recoil?
I don't know.
Hunt nugget.
Nugget porn. Don't
All right, here's an update. One man's cougar is another man's grandma. It's at 95 likes, 69 comments.
69 comments.
All right, so first comment is no booty sag. I'm in. Second one is, yep, she's fucked. Third guy said, I'd plow that. Meme, gif, boner alert. One guy goes, oh, come on, DV6, you know you smash that. Michael said he'd eat her ass right out. Taylor says, I'd hit that. Oh, yes, I would, he said. Lucas Swayze says, smash. Nick says, she may be old enough to be my grandma, but I'd beat it up. Michael Coleslaw says, I'd bang that like a screen door in a windstorm. Sean Thurston, he just put the acronym GILF. What? Oh, grandma. Oh, GILF, I get it. All right, me and GIF. That can't be real, dude, says the one with female that's commented. That can't be real. Nice Photoshop. 2 people agree with that. P.W. Kelly says he tapped that ass. 100% will smash. 50-50 might brag. That's funny. That's a 6-pack ass. Gilf, another Gilf. Might have to knock the cobwebs out of that, Jeff Fox says. Jonathan Cashman, well, hello, Grandma. I'd tap that. Brian Ward also, he said he'd tap that.
Notice it's all females that are saying it's fake. Well, just because a 70-year-old woman has a nicer ass than your 30-year-old.
Right? William Fiat admits it's not my worst fat. Grandma can get it 7 to 10. I'll add a point if she has a stroke during it. Wow. Robert says Photoshop. Victoria says, FYI, she's real. Check her out on her YouTube channel, Victoria Elizabeth. Yup, Brian Curtis is singing, you don't have to be lonely.
Well, she just got 2,000 more views at once because everybody listening just went there.
Granny about to get jammed. All her videos of her hula hooping, she's not that great from the front, Brendan Gremlin says. Farmers only. Grandma has Photoshop skills. Here we go. That's a guy. That's one hell of an ass, though. Okay, yep.
I bet if they seen my chest, they would say that it was Photoshop, too.
Did you see the lotion, Jeff?
Yeah, I saw that. It's GIF, not Jeff. Oh,
Yes,
my
Jeff.
ignorance. It's not peanut butter.
I was going to say we're not selling fucking peanut butter here, Recoil. Unless it's sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fucking Christ. You're listening to Barracks Talk After Party, Pillow Talk with DV6, Recoil, Oink, and Bonerwood.
And DV6 is going to bed before Google gets on.
Or he's murdered.
Oh shit, fuck a stick. So you guys did hear Media Litter
shit,
Sandwich.
it's gone. Oh, there it is. It just moved down.
God damn, you scared the shit out of me. It's gone. Fucking Jerry Seinfeld over there. It's gone. What's up with that?
Here's another thing. I thought this one, I laughed my ass off at it, and I posted it up on all the pages, and it did not that well. And it's the meme of the guy pointing the gun at another guy, and the guy's handing over his wallet with the caption, "It's not robbery, it's surprise communism." I thought that was funny.
Well,
that had 11.5.
Well, that's like the picture I posted on DB Radio the other day. The wheelchair. It says rock and rollers enter through ballet. I was like, oh, they'll get this because I put finally they have a backstage area for my kind. Nope, they were like, okay, I don't get it. These motherfuckers obviously don't listen to the fucking show.
No.
Like, holy fuck.
I got one boot undone, working on the other one.
But I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, and I lied.
Hilarious.
Take a shower before bed. I'm just gonna put on a clean shirt.
Well, you guys did hear the promo for Media Litter Sandwich during the break. That's coming up Tuesday, July 16th at 1907 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's brand new, and Toad reads and reflects on top 10 lists, including movies that couldn't be made today and movies that almost ruined actors' careers. He also rants about some other social media stuff, as he often does. That is Media Litter Sandwich, brand new, this coming Tuesday, July 16th at 1900 Eastern Standard Time. Who the fuck is... Oh, B-Night. That's what
I meant
Six
good
says.
night. Sorry.
B-Night. B-Night. Be the Dark Knight.
The Michael Knight.
I'm being neutered. I'm going to bed.
You're being neutered?
No, I'm going to sleep.
You said you're being neutered.
You know, when fucking muted myself for a second. Hold on. When I come down there, so there's a lot of fireworks left over this year because we couldn't do anything but the Roman candles. So all the big boom booms are coming down there. I'm going to pay you back. So you're going to flip out on me. What the fuck were you blowing all that shit up? Now, I'm going to be sleeping after it's over, but I'll come over to your house in the morning and go, remember all those times you did the Manamana shit? That's great.
That'll be the next big caption. DV6 burns down Bo's new room.
Right? Because the funny thing is, they started putting in the wood floor in today, so everything's wood and insulation.
Oh, yeah, I got... I want to wreck the show. Sorry, bye-bye. How do you get out of here? Can you do it for...
I don't know how to do it.
I'm just going to have to shut my whole shutting it down.
I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down.
Fucking Apollo 13 right there. Shut her down. She's overloading, Captain.
I don't like the way you call yourself dysfunctional.
All I keep thinking about is today I was watching YouTube, and there's these visual effects artists that react to good and bad CGI and stuff like that in movies. Well, they show scene 30 Star Wars remake. It's Obi-Wan fighting Darth Vader in the original Star Wars, and somebody actually redone it and made it fucking badass. But it starts out and the guy goes, "Oh, that's my favorite movie, Star Trek." And the other guy goes, the other guy goes, "Is it the original series or the new generation?" I was like, holy fucking Christ. You know how many people got triggered just about that? Because most people that watch stuff like that are really set off by visual effects that just fucking are cringy, like the Scorpion King. Fucking holy crap. The worst fucking CGI of any human being I've ever seen in my entire life. But, yeah, that made my day. Star Trek, my favorite movie. The New Generation, or... So, I guess Google's gonna be on by the time news starts. I don't know. Who knows? Yes.
So.
Right, we all...
I hope so.
There's a shit ton of news articles. We didn't sift through them because she said she was going to. So...
Stop it! No more news articles. There's too many.
That was her exact
So then I
words.
put in 3 more.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's why I said I'll just let her and Oink sift through them all. Then I tell Oink today, I was like, that's technically her job anyway. And Nogs, I'm sorry, but you sent that, I guess, today or last night. It doesn't go in if it's sent after, 12 Eastern on Fridays? Yeah. So if it's after that time on, Thursdays, 12 Eastern on Thursdays, we can't slide it in the DMs.
Slide it in.
With or without KY. It doesn't go in at all. Holy shit.
Don't forget DP for Dummies.
DP for Dummies. Holy shit. Holy fucking Christ. We will have Security Sucks Media airing very soon. I don't think either one of us knew which date he was going to be airing. It was conflicting. I haven't spoken to him since last Saturday. I said the 15th. He said the 22nd. I think it was the 22nd, but we didn't actually agree on that for some odd reason beforehand. So we'll let you know when that happens. If you missed Honorable Discharge last week, it's a 2-part podcast. The first part went up Friday, because that's when DV Fox came to my house. And next week, the second part will be up, and you'll hear a new show of Honorable Discharge next week. Okay, so you'll be a week behind for Honorable Discharge. Just so you understand that, on podcast at least. Sorry, that's how some things roll. Alright? But if you want to hear a new show, you have to come here to dvradio.net, because you won't hear it on podcast first.
Sorry, Charlie.
That's how this works. If you yourself are serious about having a show syndicated or original show here on dvradio.net, hit us up. Either oink at dvradio.net or info at dvradio.net. And if you don't answer me back, I'm not going to answer you back, because I had 8 people. I'm very serious about doing this. Suffering succotash. Yeah, I've not heard back from them. Because once they find out that it's voluntary and they make no money, they don't give a shit about it anymore. So, I guess they think we've got millions of fucking dollars lying around. Because I'm living in a fucking 2-story double-wide trailer in the backwoods of fucking North Carolina. That's why I had the VA to build me a room, because I have shit tons of money. Oh, and we are making a radio Amazon wish list for those of you who requested it. No, none of it's cheap. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Did you just say 2-story double-wide mobile home?
It was a joke, Recoil.
I was going to say, I would love to see this stack of mobile homes.
Well, technically speaking, a modular home is a mobile home, because you can take it apart and put it back together. You remember modular homes, right?
Yes, I do.
A kit home? That is what they were called at one time, I believe. You could order them out of a...
Technically be considered a mobile home, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Couldn't you order modular homes from Sears catalog there for a while? Or am I thinking of a different type of kit home?
I don't know if those kit homes were considered modulars. Because modulars, the walls are already completely built, and a lot of the flooring is too.
Well, do they even have kit homes anymore, or is it just straight up modular homes now?
Yeah, Amazon actually has a, like one of those tiny house kits.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like 13 grand or some shit.
Well, I've got to go look at this. smile.amazon.com because I'll end up
Tiny house kit.
right.
Right. Smile.amazon.com. Choose DV Farm as your
Mini
cherry
home
of choice.
mini homes kit had actually popped up.
You found it, didn't you? Huh?
Well,
Cute little fucker.
let me go to price high to low because these are like dollhouse. Holy shit! They actually have the motherfucking kit homes.
Right. Hey, isn't Prime Days coming up like real soon?
Yes, actually it is. July 15th and July 16th. It's like Black Friday, except it's on Amazon, where smile.amazon.com, making DV Farm your charity of choice. A portion of your shopping cart goes directly to the DV Farm at no hidden fees or extra cost. But you also get some big and great deals. Rico, do you want to finish that for me?
I really don't know where you're going with it, other than it's pretty fucking awesome, and it starts in 2 days.
Sorry, my mom was lying down, and I wanted to give her a hug and kiss, because that's how we do it in my house. But, yes, July 15th and 16th, that's this Monday and Tuesday, Amazon Prime Day. So, if you like Black Friday without all the hassle, go to smile.amazon.com, as we said. Make DV Farm your charity of choice. You can get some great deals over there on Amazon. And even without, going there on Prime Day, if you are a Prime member, which is only, $100 a year, you get free 2-day shipping. Sometimes you get to choose your own dates when they come in, when your shipments come in. Some of you even get same-day delivery through Prime. You get television, movies, music. They have a whole plethora of shit with Amazon Prime. People tell me it's not worth it. Trust me, it's fucking worth the $100 a year.
I've found it's worth it.
Especially with shipping costs.
Honestly, the free 2-day shipping is pretty awesome, and it's on most items, not all items, but and I've even had items that were actually technically Prime items that still had 3 or 4 day shipping versus a 2-day, but
right.
By and large, the majority of the shit that I buy is comes to my house within a day or two.
Yeah, and unless I just absolutely need it right here and right now, I don't mind that it sometimes takes 7 to 14 days because, that's fucking how shipping works. It's not like it was back in the 90s when it would take 6 to 8 weeks to get to your fucking house.
Can I get 2-day shipping on one of those little houses?
I was wondering that myself. I was going to click on it, but then I was like, I've got stuff in my shopping cart, so I need to not click on that. End up getting $36,000 overdraft fee. Wonder how much USAA would charge me for that $36,000, Bo. Duh. Holy shit! Can you imagine? But yeah, Amazon Prime is something that doesn't get the what do you want to call it? The recognition it deserves. You hear rumors about the employees and stuff like that. No, the CEO sucks. I don't know. I don't work there. I don't care to work there. If I did work there, I would be pretty fucking happy because I hear they get a shit ton of discounts on top of working there. But I've never had problems with their customer service or returns or anything. I know there's some people that do, but I think it's just the luck of the draw sometimes and who you're dealing with. Like I said, I've had to return stuff quite a few times because of shipping. Thank you, FedEx. But other than that, I've never had any problems with Amazon's company or warehouse itself. And they're actually getting ready to build a warehouse near my state or in my state, one of the two, either Virginia or North Carolina. I can't remember where the next warehouse is supposed to be at, but that'll be fucking awesome.
Oh, Google's ready.
Oh, good. Let's bring her in before we go to break so I don't have to...
Oh, how nice of you to join us.
You know what we should do? When she gets in, we should all just mute out and not say anything.
No. Remember last time we did that, we really hurt her feelings.
I know. Anyway, let's bring her in. Well, I thought she was
theme song.
I thought she was going to introduce herself or something, but nope.
Sorry.
Baby Google, do baby Google.
Well, I was trying to find the itinerary in the chat box that you guys fucking blew up.
Don't need no stinking itinerary.
Like, and I don't want to ask about it, and then you'll be like, in there.
Well, first off, I didn't put the news links in the itinerary because, and I quote, I have to sift through all the news links and choose them anyway. So I was like,
Well,
I'll let Google
I didn't think that meant I'm not putting them in the itinerary, but.
Well, I didn't know how far back to go because we didn't finish them all last week.
We were kindly interrupted by one each Marquis Davis.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know which ones you didn't get to last week because I wasn't here last week. So.
Well. See, that's why you and Oink should talk more.
That's all. I mean.
Oh my God! Did you do the cereal toilet clogger?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll start with that one.
and then Recoil so generously sends you 3 more links after you go, stop it, no more links, I have to go through them already.
Like, there's 10,000. I was like, I'm so gonna get in trouble by Bo.
It's over 9,000.
Like the chronic local masturbator and.
Oh man.
Holy fuck. Okay, let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll do Google and Oink. And I'll say Recoil's junk that's in the news. You're listening to Barracks Talk right here on dbradio.net.
Let's get it on. We've got some food bread made for you.
The music.
Let's go.
You're listening to WTVR on dbradio.net. By veterans, for veterans.
Simply made for you.
What's DV Radio?
DV Radio is for you, the veteran, active duty service member, caregiver, and civilian supporter of the military. DVRadio.net is the online veteran network made for and by veterans. From original shows to syndication, you can find it here on DVRadio.net. In an effort to continue our mission and make better quality shows for each and every one of you, visit our Patreon at patreon.com/DVRadio. Whether you can only pledge $1 per month or that entire $1 million inheritance your uncle left you, there's a tier with rewards waiting for you. So why not keep DV Radio running and get rewarded at the same time? Head to patreon.com/DV Radio now. That's patreon.com/DV Radio. DV Radio. Ever shop online at smile.amazon.com? Why not give back to the DV Farm by making it your charity of choice? No extra fees or hidden costs, and a portion of your purchase goes directly towards the DV Farm, located in Gilsum, New Hampshire, and helping to continue its mission. That's smile.amazon.com, and be sure DV Farm is your charity of choice. For more information about the DV Farm, please go to dvfarm.org.
You're tuned in to DV Radio, where the shenanigans never end. Now, back to our show.
You big dummy.
And now, it's time to find out what stupid junk is in the news.
So I've got, wait, no, we got to talk about what's going on in our fucking chat on Zoom. Google over here, here's the template for what you guys hear for the audio ad triggers. And it's a template, which means what you hear on Live 365 is not what we hear. It triggers what's local to your listening area. And she's like, so our kids need to, wait, this is her exact wording. So people here need more help with getting their kids to brush their teeth. And so I'm like, the audio you, as in Google, are hearing is the template that triggers the ads for people listening via the player online. It's an algorithm code inside the file itself. What you're hearing isn't what others hear. It's just a trigger, like a document template on Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office. She then goes, it's still retarded. I'm like, talk to Live 365's ad service. Like, she's telling me this, like, I can fix this.
I was just saying in general, it's fucking stupid. It's like
perfect segue for junk that's in the news.
I know, right? It's okay because as you were talking, I look up and Six is standing in the doorway, and I'm like, I'm looking at him. He goes, "I'm going to turn the lights off." I'm like, "Ooh." He's trying to go to bed, and I forgot to turn the bedroom lights off.
Nice.
All right, so we'll start with the serial toilet clogger in Wisconsin who got 150 days behind bars and 3 years probation. I'm like, oh my God. So this guy, apparently, it's against the law to clog toilets with plastic bottles and other items that should not be going down a toilet.
Glad you clarified.
I know, right? But this happened in the women's restroom at his workplace. That's where he was doing this. It wasn't just like, so he's been charged with 5 counts of criminal damage to property and all this other stuff.
Did he get charged with not being transgender?
No.
Damn it.
No. In a statement, he said, "I need to make things right and pray for forgiveness every day." That's what he said in court.
Bart Simpson right there. He's watched a lot of that show.
I know, right? He told the police he could not explain this behavior, but simply that he would get very strong urges to do this. I'm like, who gets strong urges to clog a toilet?
How old is he?
26.
Oh, he's still a kid then.
Yeah, well, now a kid with criminal record for clogging toilets.
Fucking hell.
It's like, yeah, man, I served 150 days for what? I was clogging toilets. My God.
No, he would be like, I got some shit stocked up, man.
I got into some really bad shit.
Right?
Oh, man. But that's your serial toilet clogger story. That I thought was pretty funny.
When you said serial toilet clogger story, I thought you meant someone took cereal and clogged the toilets.
No, he was...
This motherfucker ate way too much Raisin Bran.
No, he repeatedly clogged toilets.
Well, now I get it, but when you hear cereal toilet clogger, you're like, what do you do? Use Cheerios and cornflakes and mash them together? Because those motherfuckers will clog your insides up. I'd hate to see what they do to a fucking toilet.
I'll tell you what, man, if grape nuts will stick to anything.
Right? When it comes out, it's like fucking squeezing a tube of toothpaste.
So, as we all know, history is slowly going away, and San Francisco has decided to spend up to $600,000 to paint over a George Washington mural because it's in a school, it's in a high school there, and I guess the kids are not happy with it. It's giving them, I know, it's like, they did an interview with the students, and one of them was like, I can't walk past that thing every single day. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's all because it shows George Washington, and it shows the downfall of him.
But we can spend
ownership.
cash like a crazy motherfucker.
Right. And I'm like, really? Like, now we're painting over history. I would say take the fucking wall out and bring it to an art museum.
We are literally turning into Germany. Because that's what Germany done with fucking Hitler and the Nazis. And they tried to erase that shit from all their history. Not that it helped, but we're turning into...
Well, I could see them removing the wall and moving it, costing $600,000, but $600,000 to throw a fucking coat of paint? What the hell?
Right.
I'm in the wrong fucking business.
Hey, I told you guys we could be making 6 figures doing what we're doing right here. Nobody wants to come follow me.
Oh, man. So, well, most of the $600,000 earmarked for the project will go towards a required environmental review and to cover expected legal challenges.
Of course.
If it's
Wow.
on a wall on the inside of a building, why do you need an environmental review?
Well, asbestos, lead, all that good shit. Because that's still a thing, apparently. No, actually, I do dioramas in small scale models. I went to this miniature website the other day, and they sell quote unquote miniature tools where you build miniatures on and stuff like that. They have a kit or a small scale model kit table with a magnifier and stuff, and it actually says, due to lead concentrations, you may not be able to have this shipped to California.
That's funny.
I was like, wow, people still put lead in shit today?
There is at least one teacher in school who can think rationally, and he suggested that rather than destroying the Washington mural, school officials could simply cover it and require freshmen to take a course on slavery and California's role in subjugating Native Americans, which I think that's a wonderful idea.
I don't
But
think they should cover it at all. I think they should not cover it and actually teach people fucking history and educate some motherfuckers.
Well, he's suggesting that they could cover it instead of painting over it.
They shouldn't cover it
a
at
class
all.
on getting the fuck over yourself.
I know, right?
Jesus. How not to
It's
be
just
offended.
crazy.
This,
It's just
see,
crazy.
stuff like this, and when I was growing up, made me want to learn more about my country's history, which made me love my country even more, which is why I fucking joined the military, obviously. But I was like, okay, well, if George Washington was such a great guy in school, meaning that's what I learned in school, how good was he really? And yeah, I learned that he was a slave owner, but he wasn't a fucking dick about it, apparently. Like, he didn't fucking rape, murder, and fucking pillage people. Like, I'm not saying slavery's good in any way, shape, or form, but you get what I'm saying.
Right. Well, go to any city, any train yard, pretty much any bridge anywhere. Maybe I don't want to see your fucking gang tags all over the fucking place.
MS-13
Right?
is not a gang, okay?
It's a social club.
It's a gentleman's club, alright? Get it right.
Oh man, God! All right, moving right along. Minnesota decided to get rid of saying the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of the city council meetings, which has spurred up some controversy, most notably by supporters of the United States screaming USA, USA, USA. I'm like, this is great. Like, my God.
Imagine that, like supporters of the United States in a place like Minnesota.
I know.
Minnesota.
I know.
Yeah. All I
again-
can think of is Bobby's World and his mom. Minnesota, yeah? Yeah, Bobby, what you
all I
doing
can
over
think
there?
Oh,
Sorry,
my goodness.
recoil.
It's just crazy. It's so hopefully they'll start saying the Pledge of Allegiance again. Also,
Aren't they the people that put Jesse Ventura in charge?
Yes, they are.
Well, it is in a suburb of Minneapolis. It's ran by, Republican, Omar.
you mean
Omar?
Democrat?
Yeah, well, her. It.
That thing, that
Whatever.
troll, that goblin.
Who is supposedly still married to her brother, even though she says that he's not her brother, and we don't have evidence proving that it really is her brother, but it could be, and she is still married to this
Oh,
person.
for fuck's sake, you go back far enough, we're all fucking related. Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ. As long as there's enough distance currently, that's all that matters.
Oh, wait, and you're talking about the same one who's being charged with, who's under investigation for, like, tax fraud and stuff? Yeah, that Ilhan Omar.
Yeah,
I know of her.
You know of her. I just realized what I know of her. I'm going to give you a history lesson. I know of her, yeah.
Might have heard some shit.
So
That's like the 12 disciples writing the Bible. You ever heard of this Jesus Christ guy? Well, and then fucking 10 years later they finish a fucking novel.
I know they named the lizard after him.
Yeah, I might have heard about him once or twice in passing.
There you go. See? There you have it. Moving right along. Remember the Flintstones? I liked watching the Flintstones. Well, they are doing a TV reboot aimed at adults happening.
Bonnie!
So they're just doing, they're,
Why are they rebooting it now?
I don't know.
Because it was awesome.
It stated that this will be a primetime
No.
series aimed at adult audiences.
No recoil. Have you seen the reboots of anything lately? I hate reboots.
I don't watch a lot of fiction anything.
I hate reboots for a fucking reason.
So you don't watch a lot of C-SPAN?
or CNN. Fucking regurgitated art. Trash, more like it.
I'll watch like one episode and tell you if it's any good or not.
I bet you they
But
won't
I'm
say
sure.
gay old time in the song.
I know, right?
We'll have a gay old time. Unless they have like some transgender cross-dressing guy up there.
They show Barney
wonder-
getting taken from behind
Oh man, I wonder.
while reading DP for Dummies.
I wonder if they'll have like an electric car and shit. Like they lived in the Stone Age, but now it's all being green and stuff. So.
That would be the Jetsons.
Oh, true.
Elroy.
Dun,
Alright.
dun, dun, dun.
Moving along, PETA strikes again.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now, PETA has asked an Idaho town to change the name of a road because the name of the road is Chicken Dinner Road.
Yep, been there, done that.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
They want it renamed, and in a letter it says, "We're not trying to ruffle any feathers, but words matter and have the power to change lives, both human and non-human.
Oh my god.
Chickens are intelligent, sensitive animals who feel pain and empathy and form strong bonds with one another, and they shouldn't be considered dinner."
Please tell me this is a satire.
Please
site.
tell me they're going to rename it Go Fuck Yourself Road.
Right? Fucking Christ.
No, this is not satire. This is an actual
Yes, it's an actual road.
Oh
I
my
drove by it many times.
and an actual story.
Yep.
So there you go. They want to change the name of this.
That's what I love about living where I do. We have a Confederate trail. Nobody's going to give two shits about that lives here.
But don't be so quick to say that.
Just rename it Choke Your Chicken Road.
Choke your chicken road. You know what? I got an issue. I honestly got an issue, and I got to thinking about this over the week when I was seeing stuff on Twitter about let's get rid of the generals' statues because they were slave owners. Let's get rid of this because they were slave owners. Let's get rid of that because they were slave owners. So what you're telling me is that we should change everybody's ancestral name because their ancestry is slave. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling me. It offends you so much that that name needs to be changed. That's how fucking retarded you let this go. Because, let's take down the statue because it's slavery. Let's not change the name. That's just somebody's name. No, you fucking dim-twatted motherfucking biscuit-haired cunt. That's not how this works. A statue of a General Lee can't be no more offensive than someone whose ancestral name is Lee. It just can't. It's impossible. They both have to be the same offensive background right there. You get what I'm saying? That it's all fucking equality. But no, let's not have equality. Fucking dim-witted fucking kids. Okay, there's my soapbox.
Okay,
So I guess we're going to blame Stan Lee for slavery now, huh?
So we're
But that's what I'm saying. That's my point here, Recoil. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. They want to, let's get rid of history because they were slave owners. Okay, so you need to change everybody's name whose ancestors were a slave owner. That's what you're saying.
Because it will be a lot easier to enslave people much in the future if you erase the history of slavery that we've already had.
There you go. There you fucking go.
Okay. All right. Moving right along. This one, I believe, Recoil sent this one in but it's funny. Suspect farts so loudly, law enforcement found his hiding place.
I love how Google said that. Recoil sent this in, I think, but it's funny. Like, we didn't think it was going to be funny.
I mean, it doesn't suck like most of the shit he sends.
No, I don't remember this one. Oh my God.
I can see Google over there now when she was getting ready to answer that. Like, if she had a sheet of paper, she, like, threw it up in front of her face and turned red when she answered it.
Oh, boy.
Like, oh my God,
So
I didn't mean that.
So this guy was, the cops were looking for him. He was wanted for possession of a controlled substance, and he decided to go hiding. But then he frickin' farted, and he farted loud enough to be heard. I'm like, that's great.
I actually seen this a few years ago. It wasn't the same guy, but somebody got charged for farting on an officer, and he got charged with battery to a fucking officer. And I was like, are you kidding? You've got him handcuffed. Where else is he supposed to fucking fart when you're walking with him? That's your fault. Walk to the side, not behind him.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a live PD, too.
Oh, man.
Was
they had
it?
A suspect they had a suspect in cuffs on down on the ground. He's like, I'm going to fart on you. And he let one rip.
Man, I wouldn't have to fart. I'd just be like, dude, I'm going to shit, because that's how Crohn's works.
Moving along. This happened in Georgia.
Fucking Google.
There was an armored truck that was driving down the highway, and the back door flew open, and all the money started falling out or flying out. So people stopped their cars to grab the money. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a little bit of money. It was like 100,000 or more money, like dollars. It was a lot of money.
That's 100,000
Bitcoin.
That's 100,000 or more chances that I have to get rich on the road.
Right? So the cops are trying to get the money turned back over.
Just wait until the serial number shows up at the fucking store and get it back. What the fuck?
But that's
they have to record the serial numbers when they carry it in an armored truck.
It depends if it's going from, because like stores wouldn't like do that.
Well, if it was from a store, then it was probably in a die pack, which means if it was opened, that's some ruined ass fucking money now.
What I was trying to say is, if it's like newly printed money, then yes, the serial numbers would be recorded. I don't know if it's the same for like banks and stuff that they have a thing that
supposed to.
Serial numbers.
Supposed to.
That doesn't mean everything happens.
Well, it is America.
I know, right? They are trying to hopefully get the money back.
Cool beans.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. Up in Vermont, there were more than 30 cannabis plants found on the State House lawn.
We know some fucking politicians that got high off of their fucking lawn.
I don't even, like, I guess someone planted them?
My thing is, weed is natural. So, it could have just happened, like a bird shit it out, or a squirrel shit it out. Because, you know, that's how seeds work in the world more times than not.
Well, it's unclear if the plants are marijuana or hemp. The Capitol Police Chief did say it's legal to cultivate, but there are limits on where you can do it, and the State House flower beds certainly aren't one of those permissible sites.
How do they not know the difference? Are they that fucking retarded?
I know, right? If there is a typical Vermont story, this is probably it.
Okay, let's take
the place is better to grow them. I mean, they're going to water them, feed them. They're going to keep them nice and healthy.
Let's take a 60-second ad break, and we'll come back and finish this. Be right back.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm going to do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
And if you're tired of hearing live 365 ads, go to patreon.com/DV Radio and you can give just $1, and everybody that gives $1 gets access to a shit ton of stuff. But we can afford to buy out the ad revenue and actually not have those fucking ads play on here. Woo! Back to junk that's in the news with Google.
Oh, good, because I only have one story left. So, this is the final one for the night. Chicago police spot nearly 5-foot-long alligator swimming in lagoon in Popular Park.
What?
I know. With all the issues Chicago is having, now they have an alligator just roaming around the city.
I bet it was a racist alligator.
Went for a little dip in the Humboldt Park lagoon. They did, I guess, remove him using like one of those wildlife specialists.
That's not a knife. No, that's a knife.
Yeah.
Crikey!
So, how would you feel if you were like walking around in the park and you saw a freaking alligator?
I'd be like, hey, there's an alligator over there. Don't get near it. Like,
yeah, right.
Well, at least he's obeying the laws in Chicago and he's not carrying a gun.
what was the alligator back in the day on cartoons? Wore a hat. Oh, fuck. I know you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I can see him. He had that fucking funny.
Wally Gator?
There you go! Wally Gator! Fucking love that cartoon. Oh my god. So what, did anybody get hurt or?
Nope. If someone saw him and reported it and he was safely removed.
I'm waiting to see that Instagram selfie that is suicide by crocodile. I just had to get this Instagram selfie for the viewers. He bit my arm. I don't know why. I didn't get that close. I was just near his fucking place.
Funny.
Fucking. God.
So, he just moseyed on over there. Where'd he come from?
Probably a wildlife conservation or zoo, or somebody was an idiot and let it go. Or
that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, the latter's probably more.
They usually do better in like warm weather, like
Well, it's according what region they're from.
Yeah, and this is Chicago. Fuck. Come on.
Right. I mean, they have sewers, for fuck's sake. He probably lived down there for a number of years before coming to the surface. Anyway.
That's kind of scary.
Enough retardation on our part. Recoil, since you've not been here in a couple weeks, do you want to tell everybody what they can do if they don't want to be on Facebook or any type of social media with the DV?
Well, if you don't want to be on Facebook or regular social media and you want to hang out with cool-ass DVs, head on over to dvbarracks.com. That's our forum, dvbarracks.com. Chances are, if you haven't already been over there, you're probably living under a rock. But hey, give it a shot anyway. Head over to dvbarracks.com. Create yourself an account using either your Facebook login or your email address. Once you have an account created, you can go to the top right-hand corner of the screen, click on your profile. You can change your picture to any picture you want to use. You can change your name to any call sign you want to use. Then you are free to use the forum in anonymity. You can peruse the entire forum. There's all kinds of cool shit. There's your typical DV fuckery that you would expect. And there's also my favorite section, which is the peer support section. That's brothers and sisters like you and me, looking out for brothers and sisters like you and me. So one more time, that's dvbarracks.com. That's dvbarracks.com.
You heard Recoil. Go to dvbarracks.com for the DV forum to get away from Facebook, social media in general. Enjoy Dysfunctional Veterans on dvbarracks.com at the DV forum. Go do it now, right now. You can't wait. Go sign up for dvbarracks.com right now. Oh, god damn.
Get it done.
That lung capacity, though. So we told you about Patreon. Don't forget Prime Days on July 15th and 16th coming up. That's this Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully I have this up no later than Sunday, July 14th. Oh god, don't kill me if I don't. But go to smile.amazon.com, make DV Farm your charity of choice, and you can get amazing deals as if it was Black Friday over on Amazon on the 15th and 16th. But outside of those, you can also go to smile.amazon.com. Still, make DV Farm your charity of choice, and a portion of your shopping cart goes directly to the DV Farm at no extra fees or hidden costs, and it all helps the DV Farm continue what it's doing. Twitter at DV_DV Radio. We've got Facebook. Veteran Humor is the page that most of you are familiar with, but go to Dysfunctional Veterans quotation marks. Is that what it is, or is it parentheses? Anybody? Jesus fucking Dysfunctional Veterans quotation marks DV. That's what it is on Facebook. That's our main Facebook page right now. Go over there, share it with your friends, family, all those cool ass motherfuckers that, you know, are going to get offended. Please don't forget, we have some shows upcoming. Honorable Discharge, Medial Litter Sandwich, Security Sucks from Mr. Joel, the Canadian, who is awesome. Go give Hard Luck Auto a look over on Facebook. All that will be in the description of this podcast once it's up. The second part of Honorable Discharge on podcast will be available this coming week after the new episode airs here on dvradio.net. That's 17:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Recoil, since you've not been here in a minute, do you want to say anything? Yes, no, maybe so.
Be safe and keep looking out for each other, fuckers. And don't forget to unmute before you say that.
Oh my god. Google yourself. Yourself, Google? Oh my god. We do this every fucking Saturday at the end of the show. What did you ask? Is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners that are listening tonight?
Yeah, I won't be here next week, so I guess the pig will be doing the news.
The nose?
If that's okay with him.
Did you say the nose or the news? Because I swear it sounded like you said the nose.
The news.
Okay, you must try to say it in an aristocratic way because it sounded like
the nose that knows the news.
The nose that clues the news. Oink, how about you up there from Alaska?
I got nothing.
I don't either. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, you've listened to Barracks Talk right here on dvradio.net. Go check us out on podcasts. You can find us if you go to podcast tab up there on dvradio.net. Click on it. You can find us in a shit ton of places. But for DV6, who bailed on us, Google, Oink, Recoil, and Marquis Davis, who's supposed to be here, but he's not. I'm Boner Wood. Until next week, Buttsicles.
Bye-bye. Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.
That's all, folks. Goodbye, motherfucker!
DV Radio. Yep, the show's over. You can stay, but we're not going to.
Bye-bye.
See ya, fuckers.
Bye-bye. We're not here anymore. Love ya. See ya. Bye-bye.